Yes, today we will be talking about light. So, just imagine, children, uh, can we look, can we have vision without light? So, the answer will come no. Can we see at night? No. No, we cannot see because there is no light. But if we have proper torch, like other devices that can produce light, we can see. Otherwise we will remain in dark. We have to remain in dark. Okay, so light here. So I would like to define what is light here. So let us talk what is light. So a form of energy. Okay, so form of energy. Okay, a form of energy, a form of energy help us to that helps us to see that helps us to see things all around us. Okay, so what is light here? A form of energy. Form of energy. So many forms of energies are there. So let us, what is energy? Let us find out what is energy. So energy means what? Capacity to do work. Okay, capacity to do work. Capacity to do work is called energy. We cannot do anything without energy. Okay, we cannot do a sand even a sand particle cannot move without light. So here, what is energy here? What is energy? Okay. So what is energy? Capacity to do work is called capacity to do work. Okay. Capacity to do work is called energy. Okay. A form of energy that help us to see. So many forms of energies are there. Many forms. Many forms like sound. Sound is also a form of energy. Heat is also a form of energy. Any more? Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. That is, kinetic energy is also a form of energy. Potential energy. Potential energy, and many more. You will study in class 9th. So now see here, listen here. So here we will be talking about only light. So light is also a form. So different types of energy can perform various work. But light can what light is a form of energy that help us to see, means it gives us the sensation of vision. We cannot see if we have very healthy eyes, and if we don't have light we cannot see. So the life or the nature is beautiful only there is light. If there is light, if there is no light, we cannot see anything, we cannot see the beauty of the nature. So light is very essential part of vision. Okay, vision means you must need light. So what a form of energy that help us to see things all around us. So in various ways we can define light. So light, we can also define a form of energy that gives us vision. That gives us vision. Simply we can say, okay, that gives us vision. Now this is what light. So now this is what light. Now let us move ahead. So, how do we see the things? How do we see the things? So, we see the things by when you see the things only when the light is there. So, you might have noticed that if you want to look anything, if you like to see anything, you need to just focus the light on that object, right? If you have a torch in your hand, then you need to focus. Okay, you need to focus the light on that object. Okay, you need to focus that light on that object, then only we can see. Then only we can see. Means I like to say here one more property I would like to add, that light light travels light travels in a straight path. Light travels in a straight path. Okay, light travels in a straight path. This property is called, this property, the light travels in a straight path. This property of light, this optical phenomena also we can say, this property of light is called a rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Understood? So light always means if we try to look through a bent tube, we cannot see. But if we try to look through a very straight tube, we can see. This proves that if you can try, you try by yourself. If you try to look through if you like to see anything with a bent tube, you cannot see anything at all. Okay, you cannot see. But if you try to look through a very straight tube, okay, if you like to, you cannot see. Okay, if you want to see anything through a bent tube, if here it is an object and you like to see this one, then you are not going to see anything. You are not going to see anything because light never travels in, never bend at all. Okay, never bend at all. Okay, means light always travels in straight path unless another phenomena is there, bending. But in normal cases, if light travels in a single medium, same medium, it is not going to bend. But light changes in medium, then there is another property, that is refraction, that we will study in the later part. So if you try to look through the bent tube, you are not going to see. But if you look through a very straight tube, you can see the thing very clearly. Okay, so in this case you can see, but in this case you are not going to see anything. It is very practical. You can observe in your daily life. So actually we were discussing about how do we see an object. How do we see an object? So how do we see an object? How do we see an object? So if you focus the light on any object, means the light will bounce. Okay, light will bounce and it reaches to our eyes. Okay, it reaches to our eyes, and our eyes means light reaches to our eyes, and eyes is, you know very well, our eyes are sense organs, right? Sense organs. So sense organs, the function of sense organ is only to what? Sense the things happening in our surrounding. Okay, what are sense organs? Sense organs is the one organs which get the data, the information those who are happening outside in our surrounding and even in the inside also. It collects the data. So various types of data are there, and various types of data are collected by various types of organs. Like with the skin, we sense what? Touch, heat, and alright, pressure. Like that we sense through our skin. Through tongue we sense what? Taste. With eyes we sense our vision, anything. Okay, we see, our eyes help us to see. Now another sense organ is our ears, help us to listen, right? Our ears help us to see the things. So these organs are working together to collect the data, and behalf on the data our body works, right? So all the organs are performing their own task, and then only we are capable of responding. We can only respond when we get the data, right? So these are the sense organs. So when light falls on any object, when it reflected back, it reaches to our eyes. Now what is reflection here? Reflection. So what is reflection here? It is another phenomena is happening. What is reflection? Means what? When light falls on any object, so suppose it is a surface, so when light falls on any object, it bounces off. So this bouncing of light, okay, this bouncing back, the bouncing back of light is called the bouncing back of light. Okay, the bouncing back of light is called is called reflection of light. Okay, so bouncing back of light is called reflection of light. Okay, so reflection of light means आपका लाइट जो है यहाँ फॉल किया है सरफेस पे एंड ये बाउंस किया है. In a daily life we can see we have mirrors. So when the light falls on anything, like I have a mirror, so it can reflect the light. You can observe light is being reflected. Okay, so it can reflect. So bouncing back means light आने के बाद ये क्या हो रहा है, रिफ्लेक्ट होके वापस जा रहा है. So this property is called reflection of light. So reflection is also taking place here when the torch is focused on any object, then light is reflected back and entering our eyes, and since our eyes are sense organs, it can detect the thing outside there. Okay, so it is happening like this. Now what is reflection? I think you have got that this point. What is reflection? Reflection is also two types. Reflection is also of two types. Reflection is also of two types. Reflection, one is regular reflection, another one irregular reflection. One is regular, another one irregular reflection. Regular reflection of light, regular reflection of light and irregular reflection. Okay, regular, another one irregular reflection of light. Regular, so regular reflection always takes place on a smooth surface. Regular reflection always takes place on smooth surface. Okay, a smooth surface, it always takes place on a smooth surface. It always takes place on a smooth surface, while irregular reflection takes place on rough surface. Okay, so regular reflection means here another way we can define the reflection which takes place on a smooth surface. The reflection which takes place on a smooth surface is called regular reflection, and the reflection which takes place on what? Reflection which takes place on rough surface. Okay, the reflection which takes place on rough surface is called irregular reflection. So you can notice here light means parallel beam of light, parallel beam. Okay, parallel rays. If parallel rays are coming, then after bouncing back, then again they are going parallel. So coming term, incident rays. So incident rays are parallel to each other, and reflected rays are also parallel to each other. Reflected rays are parallel to each other, incident rays are parallel to each other here. But if you notice here, if incident rays are parallel, you are not going to get all the reflected rays. Some maybe can be some rays can be parallel, but all cannot be possible. Okay, so if rays are coming parallel, incident rays are coming parallel, then it is not 100% will be possible that they will be again parallel. Okay, so they are coming parallel, but going turn they are not parallel. They all are not parallel. So this type of reflection. So one more time, please repeat here. Regular reflection which takes place on a smooth surface is called regular reflection. Means here you can see parallel rays are, if incident rays are parallel, here incident rays are parallel, reflected rays are also parallel. Here incident rays are parallel, but reflected rays are not parallel to each other. So this type of reflection is called irregular reflection of light. So thank you and have a very peaceful day.